hard work, determination, good strength, good power, good size. These are the qualities that me and Trig possess. I'm here with Matty Burston. Matty, welcome to the Taipans, mate.
Thanks for having me. Hopefully I have some of those qualities as well.
Absolutely. Now Matty and I were on the under-18s state championship team for WA, mate. Back in, what year was that?
That would have to be in 98 or so. It was probably the first time since Longley and Vlahoff teamed up about 15 years ago and won the championship. So Loughton, Burston, Longley, Vlahoff, very similar.
So we're also roommates, a big tournament for us. Trigardh, how did you go in that in 98? Do you remember that? Queensland, North, South? What happened there? Do you remember?
No, mate, bit of a late bloomer for me. I was sort of letting you guys dominate the junior scenes then. 98, I was still probably bursting pimples and reading magazines I shouldn't have been reading. All right, Matt, who, and these are the ones I've got written down here, who is the toughest big man to guard at training besides Mitch Young and Alex Loughton?
Droid.
Good answer, good answer. He is a tough cover. Matty, what's the biggest change you've found? You've played on a lot of teams. Since coming to the Taipans, what's probably the biggest change, basketball-wise and lifestyle-wise, you've noticed?
Lifestyle-wise, I love it up here. The weather, I mean, coming up here in the middle of winter and it's sort of 25, 26 degrees, easy to get around, the people are friendly, it's been a great move. Basketball-wise, I think just the culture this team's got has been awesome. I've been on teams that have been successful and teams that have sort of struggled, and the last few years in Melbourne probably haven't done quite as well as what I would have personally liked, but the team, the culture, the guys get along with each other and it's great.
Now, Matty, you and your beautiful wife Shelley are soon expecting a child. Has training with some of the young guys like Sean Bruce, Stevie Way and whatnot, has that given you good experience on how to deal with babies?
It has. I've learned to change a few diapers at training sessions and stuff like that. And dealing with all the whinging and crying, yeah, I've learned a lot actually.
No, it should help you a lot.
So Matty, you've got to go in 10 minutes. You're not going to the hospital, are you?
No, not at all. I've got to go home and feed the dogs.
Okay, so baby's due in how many weeks?
Any day now, actually. It was originally the 20th of September, then it got brought forward to the 9th, so any time it could come at any moment. So very excited.
Oh, good luck with everything with that, and we wish you all the best.
G'day, guys. I'm here with two pretty fresh faces to the Taipans. Mitch Young, an extremely fresh face, and one you may recognise, Sean Bruce, who was a development player with us last year, has now been elevated into the full-time squad. Brucey, you're in there. All that hard work paid off.
Yeah, mate, it's good to be here.
No, mate, you're a totally different animal in the weight room this year. You went pretty hard last year, but this year you've taken it to a whole nother level, put on some size, put on some weight. What's the secret to the new attitude?
Oh, mate, I think it's just being around you big fellas, leading by example, throwing that weight around, and also Scotty Callahan, the job he does, I think keeps us pretty motivated, and yeah, doing well, I think.
No, definitely. And development player last year, you were thrown into the deep end a few times in some big games. This year already, with the injury to Jamal Wilson, you've started a few pre-season games, played big minutes. How have you handled that extra responsibility?
You know, I felt like it's been a good learning experience for me. You know, like starting them games, it's been a different experience, but I felt like I've handled it pretty well. There's been some ups and downs, but kind of expected that and try to learn from it. And
new roommate, mate, you were with Andronicus last year. What's your new roomie like?
Yeah, nah, he's all right, mate. He gets the pass for now. Yeah, he's going well.
Excellent. It's me, by the way. Now, Mitch Young, straight out of St Mary's, very proud St Mary's graduate. Mitchie, are you quite as proud of your time at St Mary's as Clint Steindl?
I'm pretty proud, Gail, but I think Clint definitely reps it a bit harder than I do, yeah.
He takes it to another level, doesn't he? Tweeting about St Mary's golf and tennis and all that good stuff. Mitch, what's the biggest thing you've noticed to NBL practices and a little taste of pre-season games compared to the college game? What's the biggest thing you've noticed?
I think probably the physicality so far has been the biggest jump. Obviously, going against like men compared to going against college guys, it's like a physical grind, and especially when you're in there doing tough 2 and 3 days like we are right now, it really takes a toll on the body.
Now, in the team, there's some disgraceful tans. Mate, yours is on point. Would you consider yourself a California dreamboat?
Not at all, mate. I just don't mind getting the lid off when I go fishing every now and then. That's how you keep a little bit of colour.
And you're a keen fisherman. Saw you and Brucey out there the other day. Catch any monsters?
We had a rough day the other day. The only thing we came away with was a few little baby brim about this big. Any locals out there want to throw us some secret spots, don't be scared.
I'm here with Stevie Way, Demetri McCamey here, guys. Take us through the last two teams that you both played with before coming here.
Before coming here, I was started out my career in the NBL with Perth for 3 years, and then I went on to Adelaide for a couple of years, and now I'm in Cairns.
Dimitri?
Last year started off with the Houston Rockets and ended up with the Knicks D-League team, Erie Bayhawks.
Yep. Did you play in Europe as well, mate?
The year before I played in Turkey for European, my first year out.
All right, Dimitri, in the far north Queensland, I'm not sure if you know, we have the big pineapple, the big mango. Have you ever seen a big French toast before?
No, this is my first time ever. I don't even think I'll be able to finish it, but it's great.
Fantastic. Listen, Stevie, back to you, mate. How are you finding settling into Cairns and the weather and everything like that, everything that goes with it?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, I grew up in Rockhampton, which is only a short trip, I guess, down the road along the Queensland coast. So I'm kind of used to the climate. But no, I like Cairns. It's got everything that a big city has, and obviously the comforts and joys of a smaller town as well.
All right, so we're talking pre-game rituals. Some guys put socks on, the left one first, the right one. Dimitri, any pre-game superstitions for you, mate, or anything like that?
My superstition is kind of funny. I have to do the number 2 before every game to make sure I'm loose and ready. So
you got to make sure you're ready and nice and light on the court there, mate. Is there any big game-winning shots that you remember vividly in your head, maybe from college or anything, that sort of won the game and the team's just erupted?
Oh, yeah. I hit a game-winning floater my senior year versus Indiana, and everybody know in the States that Illinois hate Indiana, so it was just a thriller that everybody ran on the court. I even jumped up on the scores table and started doing fist pumps.
Did you wave the singlet around anywhere, or did you take it off, or what?
No, I was just yelling, just real happy, and it was a good thriller.
Yep. Now, some of you might not know, I was playing for the Perth Wildcats back when Stevie was in college and his college team came out to have a tour of Australia. Stevie Way actually had a killer game, and that's what set up his whole career, mate. Do you remember much of that game?
Yeah, I do actually, and I've never had the chance to thank you for that, so I appreciate it.
Well, we're going to pass our congratulations to Peter Crawford. Actually, did you send him a hamper full of all sorts of goodies just to thank him for that game and his terrible defence on yourself?
Yeah, no, it was just a bouquet of roses. PC, obviously, he's a bit older. And
hand up in the shot pocket, really?
No, well, I don't know. They probably didn't it was a pre-season game, like you said, and they probably didn't do their scout, and they probably didn't take the game too seriously. I think you guys had been in training a week, and PC traditionally is a pretty late bloomer. He's a type of guy who, I guess,
takes a while to get the engine running, old PC.
But by the end of the season, he usually hits fine form. So obviously, as a young kid, I was just going out there and trying to do whatever I could to impress at that point. And luckily, PC didn't play much defense.
Well, we're very happy that you did make it into the league, and then you've been playing really well. We're happy that you're here now. Dimitri, obviously Coach Fernie, in between Gardening Expo expeditions in Las Vegas, he took the time out to come and check you out in the Summer League, so we're really happy that you're here too, mate. Look out for these two guys for the Cairns Taipans season. See you later.